Pearson, DriveRight, 11th edition, Chapter 6, Lesson 6.3, Physical Limitations. A disability is a diagnosed physical impairment that interferes with or prevents normal activity or achievement in a particular area. Many experienced drivers have learned to respond to different disabilities. Generally, driving is possible for many people who have even moderate to severe disabilities. However, a disability needs to be recognized before it can be properly addressed. Temporary disabilities. Sometimes you must drive even though you are not at your physical best. You may be dealing with a temporary disability. A temporary disability is a disability that can improve and clear up. While you can compensate for some temporary disabilities, with others you should not drive. Fatigue. Mental or physical work, emotional stress, or loss of sleep can cause fatigue. You may not think of fatigue as being a disability, but fatigue lessens your fitness to perform tasks, including driving. It dulls your senses and slows both your mental and physical processes. If you are fatigued, you will need more time to use the IPDE process. Fatigue can also cause drowsiness. Drowsy driving is estimated to cause at least 100,000 collisions each year. If you find that you can't stop yawning, your eyes keep closing, or you can't focus or concentrate on the driving task, you're probably drowsy and shouldn't be driving. Rest is the only safe remedy for fatigue. However, people often need to drive even when they are tired. If you are tired after work or school, take a break for a few minutes before you drive. Stop every 2 hours. Walk, stretch, get a beverage or a snack. Use your orderly visual search pattern to keep your eyes moving. Be active. Listen to the radio, sing, or talk with your passengers. Stop in a safe, well-lighted place if you feel you can't drive safely anymore. Lock the vehicle and take a nap. A temporary illness or injury. Any illness, even a cold, can impair driving to some extent. At temporary physical injury, such as a broken bone or sprained ankle, also can impair your driving. When an illness is temporary, many drivers do not recognize its influence on their driving skills. Being under the influence of medicines can increase your chances of being in a collision. Be aware of the side effects of medicines by reading the labels. Effects of medicines. Many medicines have side effects that can interfere with your driving abilities and risks. For example, medicine that reduces headaches, pains, or relieves allergies might cause drowsiness, dizziness, or reduced alertness. If you take medicine, read the label to learn the possible side effects. The label shown in Figure 14 warns users not to drive while taking this medicine. Ask your physician or pharmacist about side effects. If you must drive after taking medicine, try to choose a quiet, less congested route. If a medicine's label indicates that you should not drive or operate vehicle or heavy machinery, do not attempt to drive. If you begin taking a new medicine and there is no specific warning about driving, be safe and maintain an even greater following distance than normal until you know how it will affect you. The effects of carbon monoxide. Your vehicle's exhaust fumes contain carbon monoxide, a colorless, odorless, and tasteless gas. Carbon monoxide is present in all engine exhaust gases. You can sometimes detect carbon monoxide in a vehicle because the gas is mixed with other exhaust fumes that do have an odor. However, you cannot tell how concentrated the carbon monoxide is by the odor of the exhaust fumes. Carbon monoxide may be present even without an odor. Small amounts of carbon monoxide can cause drowsiness, headaches, muscular weakness, mental dullness, and nausea. Too much carbon monoxide can cause death. Be alert for the danger of carbon monoxide in heavy traffic and in enclosed areas such as tunnels and underground parking facilities. Your heater or air conditioner vents might draw in exhaust fumes from the car ahead. Leaving a rear window open might create a slight vacuum that pulls in exhaust fumes. If your vehicle is parked in a garage at home, open the garage door before starting the engine. In a stop-and-go traffic, maintain a 3-second following distance. Stop where you can see the tires of the vehicle ahead touching the pavement. In traffic jams, especially in enclosed areas, turn off the engine when possible. Smoking. Be aware that smoking while driving is dangerous. Smoking raises the carbon monoxide level and reduces the oxygen level in a person's blood. Smoke residue accumulates on windows and affects vision. Discourage your passengers from smoking. Carbon monoxide from tobacco smoke can affect even non-smokers in an enclosed area such as a vehicle. If someone does smoke in your vehicle, open a window to provide fresh air. Permanent disabilities. Disabilities such as epilepsy, blindness, and loss of a limb are considered permanent disabilities because these are conditions that cannot be cured or improved. Many permanent disabilities, however, do not prevent people from driving. Special vehicle equipment and controls, as shown in Figure 15, can make it possible for many people with permanent disabilities to drive. Most drivers with permanent disabilities understand that the disability itself may put them at a higher level of risk, and they learn how to compensate for those limitations. Some drivers with permanent disabilities have special license plates or window cards with the handicap symbol. The symbol also appears on license plates or window cards of drivers who often transport disabled people. Vehicles with these license plates can park in specially parked areas in parking lots and on streets. Aging. As a nation, we are healthier and living longer. As a result, more older drivers are using the roadways. 1 in 6 drivers is over the age of 65. 80% of drivers over age 75 take prescription medications. Aging slows reflexes, dulls vision and concentration, can make muscles weaker and inflexible, and reduces depth perception and field of vision. Failure to yield the right-of-way is the main factor in collisions involving older drivers. However, drivers over 65 are still involved in fewer collisions per mile driven than those under 30. A chronic illness is an ailment that lasts over periods of years. Some chronic illnesses have little effect on driving. Other illnesses, such as heart disease, could seriously impair a person's ability to drive. Some chronic illnesses require regular medications that can cause side effects that interfere with driving. Some people have diseases that cause sudden loss of consciousness or muscle control. Before these individuals can receive a driver's license, they must provide medical proof that their chronic illness is under control. Whatever the illness or disability, everyone who can perform driving tests safely and successfully can be licensed to drive when all other requirements are met. Sometimes people with certain disabilities are required to be tested more frequently to maintain driving privileges.